Get here a little early. It's fine, get here a little early. Get settled in, take some notes, be ready. Well, it didn't. Shit everywhere. And this now. I don't know what's happening anymore. Update. Still going. We got 2 lights now, though. That's a plus. We'll put this goddamn show on no matter what. Sold the E36 M3. Might be asking why. Well, the reason why is because to me, for Revival, it was better suited to utilize that money, that value, if you will, of that vehicle elsewhere for Revival. Pay off some bills and buy a camera. So that's what I did. The E36 was replaced with a camera. Might sound crazy, but there's a reason to it. We're going to be stepping up our kind of film game at some point in the very near future. I actually have some stuff scheduled for this month in particular. And we're just going to kind of push to a whole new level of the film stuff and kind of be a multifaceted automotive media outlet. That's the idea, to have the podcasts rolling, so audio, magazine rolling, visual and print, and ultimately the film stuff and YouTube with vlogs like this. And then kind of what I'm toying with the idea, I hate using this term, but a feature film, if you will. Stuff more in depth about a particular individual, interviews, maybe cars in particular, things along that nature. So it's not always about the camera, and that's kind of my thing, use what you have. But in this case, I wanted to upgrade. I wanted something that would kind of take me to the next level. And that's why the E36 is gone, because I figured something else could take its place and I could better utilize that asset, if you will, to grow Revival, to keep pushing. That's what we're going to do. So that's why. So I'll probably show you the new camera at some point soon here. I got to kind of move some stuff around, but E36 and me have ended our relationship.
Trying to catch my eyes. Not too fast. Let's take a look at the bullshit that's going on outside right now. This is what I like to call miserable. It's disgusting out here. So I'm in here. Taking a look at some stuff, and I'm going to try and see where a better place for the catch can would be. So here we are. A little messy engine bay, real dirty. So I don't know if we can see this, but down here in this little hole was where the catch can was mounted. Actually, let's see. No. So down here, there's two little mounts. That's where the catch can was mounted. It comes off of the crane case vent mounted under here. This is actually a little tube for it. But it's kind of brittly and old. So today I was talking with Swoops, shout out to Swoops, about possibly trying to make up something new. He sells some universal catch cans, so I should be able to get one from him and mount it somewhere over here. This bracket here holds just some, it's the throttle cable, but it doesn't need to be mounted there. There's some wiring is bolted to it as like a semi little trying to tuck it. And then that's pretty much it. It mounts to the intake manifold there. It's all pretty much unimportant, and I'd like to try and find a way to mount the catch can there, because the path from here to there is really short, and we should be good. So God, I can't wait to clean this thing. I'm gonna start taking some stuff off and see what we look like after that. We got the catch cam set up out. A bunch of clear liquid came out of it, so I guess that's better than it being gross or milky. This all looks good and clean in there. So Swoops is gonna make me a nice little piece that goes in there. Well, not in here, but replaces this, and it's threaded on the other end. And then we'll run a threaded piece into here, except I'm going to use his catch can, not this one, because it's kind of gross. And yeah, and I only lost, away from the harness. And I only lost 2 screws and a clip. Dan's the reason why I forgot to film taking out the entire thing.
Because I showed up and you forgot.
You did. You showed up and I forgot. And I made another filming boo-boo again. Yeah, so. Another day in the garage. Another bunch of parts cars. No, that's not a parts car. That's a parts car. That's a sold car. That's a fun car. That's a nice car. That's an even nicer car. But I went to the hardware store and I wanted to get a few little goodies. And as you can see, I got my little goodie bag here. And we're going to take a look at what's inside. I have 2 little clips here. And now these, oh, that was way too close. Now these are little plugs. Technically 1-inch plug. I have 2 different styles here. Now I removed, let's take a look, the rear wiper on the Polo because 1, didn't work, and 2, I don't really need it. Oops, I dropped that. And I'm kind of curious how it's going to look with nothing there. So I went out and bought these plastic plugs because this will give me a good idea of what it's going to look like, and then I can buy something fancy or have one of my cool friends make something fancy to fill the hole. So let's take a look here. Okay, not so good at measuring. Nope, not even close. Okay, so I thought I measured this. Well, I did measure this, and it was 1 inch. This is 1 inch. Who do we think's wrong? My measuring or this 40-cent plastic piece? I'm gonna go with my measuring. Nope. Let's try the other one. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, I'm guessing you're kind of gonna get no, don't like it. Alright, well, I have the rear wiper to put back in there, so we can take a look at that and see if that's any better. I also bought this nifty little piece. Look at that. Who doesn't need one of these? Look at this. I think success is measured in small victories, right? So I was able to identify a bunch of the wiring. Take a look at that mess. It still looks like a mess, but at least I know I have this little guy here. At least I know what that mess is and what some of them are. It's funny because I'm colorblind and I don't know what most of these colors are, so I do my best to identify them. But I found a few that I'm no longer going to need, so I can take those out. And hopefully we can just start cleaning them up. I started undoing it in the engine bay, and I'll feed it back through here, and I'll see if that works.
Okay boys, it's about 8 degrees out today. I can't believe I complained all those other times I've done these updates. I gotta fix some welding. After I turned off video last time, I went to add some metal and jammed a hole through something. Also, my welding mask, I could not see shit. So, I got a new Hobart one. So we'll see how this holds up. I think I'm gonna be able to weld a little better if I can see what I'm welding, but I don't know. Doesn't speak much for my welding generally. So, I'm gonna start putting these together. I'm gonna try to knock out the second bracket without actually recording it. So hopefully I can get it done pretty quick. Also, looks almost peak time for me to get my little snowboard gym course back. And I got some cool packages that showed up that we can go through. Woo, it's a little warmer in here. So, anyway, let's get working. Okay, when not filming, things get done faster. Here's one bracket complete. Obviously I gotta clean it up a little bit. It's going on the bottom of an ATV, I'm not too worried about it. Had some wire spool problems, but I got it fixed, so grind this baby up. Here's the other one's right here, it's hot as the sun, so not gonna touch it, but actually decent welds on it. So, woo, it's hot. Inside's all bullshit, but I get it. That has to be bendy. You'll see once I put it on. But anyways, I got 2 anti-rotation brackets now. Now we're just gonna hope that I can link them like I plan to with this chain at the end. So I don't know. We'll see. Next up. Okay, team, back at it. Mounts are pretty done. Turn the slide on. Just clean them up a little bit. I think I'm gonna throw a piece of metal right here to kind of triangle this whole thing. Because if you look at it from the front, you might not have a lot, like the sticks could push on this when you go into the wood. So if I just put a little piece of metal there, it'll probably beat the shit out of it. And make it stronger and stop sticks from getting in there. So let's measure some metal to put there. All right, here we go. This is fairly simple. Got my piece of metal. I think this is 1/8. So I'm gonna mark it where I want to trim it, which is right here. And then once you trim that out, see how long I want this little baby to be. I mean, honestly, it's triangle. Sheet of measurements really win the day, you know? So, nah, man, we shouldn't have to cut it that way, but whatever. So, that long, that wide. I don't have a ton of time on this thing, do I? Oh, 1 hour and 12 minutes? Let's party. All right, let's cut this fucker in half. I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty solid. Honestly, could use a little more length taken off this. So I've been trying to set up my welds nice, just to make it super easy on me. So go to this end first, this end to this end. Pretty good. I'll probably go try to throw it in the snow so I can work with it. Penetration on it, it's pretty solid as well. So, I mean, as I said, it's just strengthening it. Not super worried, but now we got a triangle. It's gonna help. Here, watch what happens. You can weld this stuff in the snow. Damn, that was pretty good for fucking bullshit weld. Okay, still on the ground. Here, snowbank. Totally welded in plate. Yeah. It's just fucking melting right in. The nice thing is though, it makes it totally handleable once it's done being angry with the snow. It's funny because I did this last night and let shit sit overnight and came in, it was frozen to the welding table, which is awesome. I have to paint this shit later too, so I probably shouldn't get that wet, but here. Dropping it's not gonna hurt it. All right. I'm gonna do the other one, not on camera, because you just saw it happen. And we'll do some fitment testing next up. All right, later. All right, a couple hours later. Painted. Let's check out where we're at. Put the plate on. Looks pretty handsome up front, not gonna lie to you. Pretty beefy. Stick some kind of plast off it. So now, the only issue is getting this bracket onto there. Once we do that, it will not be able to rotate. All right, check it out. Whew. It's on, whole thing's connected. Like, won't rotate, still get some decent wheelie. You don't want a lot of wheelie in the back when you're reversing. So there you go. No rotation, no binding really, so this is what I'm hoping for. So I gotta put the other one on. I'm almost out of batteries. I'm gonna go charge this thing up, and then we'll go for a ride in it once I get the other one on. The best funnel we got. As you can see, tracks are working, bounce her up. We get some big snow coming in the next couple days, so we'll try her out. I'm probably gonna do some maintenance plowing today, but I mean, it's been 10 minutes. It's not too slammed up yet. I don't know. The alignment's kind of shit. What happened? Oh, I'll get it. But anyways, we're gonna enjoy this thing. I'll do some adventures. You see it kick shit up, it's awesome. Do some adventures a little later. Later.